Smack. Welcome to Super Smack.
Welcome to the Smack.
The Super Rugby podcast from the fans, for the fans. It's the end of round 8?
Yeah.
Round 8. The Easter, the big old Easter weekend. Super Rugby round. The extravaganza.
The eggs were out. People were passing around the cream eggs and a basket of marshies.
There was a bit of controversy.
And they were settling. Was.
There's a bit of controversy around the schedule this week. And I want to start off with this.
What happened?
Well, mate, Easter weekend. Surely that's a time when more people are going to be sitting down and watching code, right? You got a bit more time on your hands. You know, you might have
think so.
You might have a little Easter Sunday lunch or something, but
most people are probably taking Thursday off too.
Exactly. So you've got a lot of downtime on that one. So why are we having 3 buys or only 3 games really? But you're missing another couple
only
of
16s.
couple
5
of games.
teams were not playing. That's right.
People
were furious, and we're a rugby-loving country. We want to sit down, put our feet up, have a beer and watch, like you say, some code. And damn, there was just hardly anything to watch. And the games that were on were rubbish. No,
there were 3 very one-sided games this week, which is
they were
good
very
for a couple
exciting.
of teams.
Yeah,
good for
they
a
were
couple
very
of teams.
good.
Bad for one team in particular, but we'll get into that soon. But do you think it's better to have? Do you think it's better to have the week off this week, or be having a code week? Because I've got a little theory here.
Oh God!
Surely,
yes,
you want to be playing this week. You want it to be a game week because Easter is notorious for not only your big
Jesus dying.
Jesus dying, but you've got a couple of things out there. You have like a big sort of usually a family feast of some kind, but there's no nutritional value really in a hot cross bun. And especially the amount of butter that gets lathered onto those motherfuckers. Because we all know it's 50-50 butter and bun. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
No.
But the other thing is the chocky treats. It seems to be the one time where you can just go handy on the chocky. No one's passing judgment.
You can do it at breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. No one cares. You can do it on the toilet. No one cares. There's always a little Easter lint bunny that you find hiding under the fridge. And you're like,
Easter lint bunny. There's always a pack of the marshmallow Cadbury's in the freezer because we all know they're good when they get a little chewy. And I think, mate, it's good to have a game week because I reckon the Hurricanes would have. What's your coach's name down there, Mr. Holland and Laidlaw?
Mate, he would have definitely hammered. I reckon a couple of light marshmallow eggs.
Yeah, but I reckon
he'd go for a creamy one. He'd go, "Oh, Sharon, that's quite lovely." That.
I reckon they've done a debrief. They've done their sort of recap on Tuesday, Wednesday last week, and they've gone, fellas, you know what? We've got a big run into the end of the season. This is our second bye, last chance to have a little time off. So away you go, boys. You're off on Thursday. You're coming back on Tuesday for training.
Yeah,
go for it. We're not putting any of the little trackers in the back of your shirts. You go for it. Eat whatever you want.
which by the way, and then you've got Dupe sitting there going, hang on, you put trackers in the back of our shirts now over a weekend. And they're like,
over a weekend?
Did I say that? No. Sorry, I meant packing. We put some packing in, just for your muscles, keep them cool. No, what we're going to also do, fellas, is we're going to send you all off with a lovely hamper. So we've popped down to New World Schaefer's.
Yeah. And don't eat all this yourself. It's for the family.
We've got you the pineapple lumps medley. With the big hollow egg and then some lumps on the top.
Yeah.
We've got you a pack of the classic marshmallow, some cream eggs,
and then a Cadbury buttons. The buttons is the classic.
Who eats the buttons?
Man, I love the buttons. That was my favourite.
Of course you did, mate.
A 4-pack of cream eggs.
Yeah, a 4-pack of cream eggs.
4-pack. Because they're the ones that last the longest in my household. You don't want to be eating too many of those because they are rich as fuck.
You go for the original cream egg, right? The OG flavour.
I actually the original flavour.
Semen.
Yeah, the one that's got the red and the blue and the gold. But I like
the red, the blue, and the gold.
I'm partial to the little mini ones these days. The cream egg minis.
Oh, yeah.
Because the big one's too much.
Well, we've got to watch our figures these days,
Yeah,
mate,
from the lips to the hips,
Yeah, we'll blow out. So it's only half cream eggs for you and I.
Yeah, but mate, when you have 7 of them, it equals 2 big ones. And you might as well just have the big one, mate.
That's
Get it
the
over
trick. It's the trick of diet food
Slow
in our
release.
society. They go, I'll just have one of these, or just they're smaller. Oh, I'll have 7. Yeah, good. I hope the Hurricanes haven't blown out too much. I hope they haven't got a sugar coma for next week's big clash.
Well, mate, it's not just next week. I think they probably need to put on a little bit of weight over this weekend, so that because they're going to be put through the fucking ringer. Because what do we got here? We've got the Blues next week. Then we've got the Chiefs. Yep, they've got the Chiefs next week, and then we go straight into the Brumbies, which is an away game, I think, and then you've got the Crusaders. Who we all know are going to be peaking at that point of the season. They've already sort of sent out a little warning sign that things are on the way up. Yeah.
So
fuck, man.
It's gonna be. We're up for the challenge.
Yeah, you are. You've definitely got the momentum going into this. Maybe not after an Easter weekend off. Maybe you needed to play this weekend.
We'll hope that the bye hasn't done us a mischief.
Maybe the wagon's just going to creak off the tracks a little bit. Someone's had a little bit too many eggs.
The wagon's firmly on the tracks.
Someone drops a lint bun onto the wheel and it gets a little bit sticky and just juts it off the rail, man.
We're carting a huge bevy of gold. And we're going to smash into the Blues, and big gold bars are going to fall off and fall onto the toes of the Blues players and break their toes. And that's, which will be a shame and very painful.
Big gold bars.
Big gold bars, big branded with the Hurricanes logo on them, imprinted, which would be terribly tacky.
It's just going to be melted down seats from the stadium, isn't it?
The ones that they can't sell.
Yeah, because you can't sell them, so you might as well melt them down and turn them into faux bricks.
Yeah, into
Lego bricks. They're just big
now
Lego bricks.
People might not know where to come this weekend for the game because now it's called Henry Stadium.
What?
They've changed the name, mate.
Hang on.
It's called Henry, as in the accounting software for sole traders.
What? Wellington's premium stadium is called Henry Stadium.
Henry Stadium. Yes.
Oh, God.
It's just... I know, mate. It was called, Westpac Stadium, obviously, for so long.
Yeah, and that wasn't too bad. I don't know why that's worse.
And at least Sky Stadium kind of made sense because Sky, we all know. Yeah. And then they've dropped Sky for whatever reason, and they've got...
Sky's dropped them.
Henry. And the worst thing is... the particular brand, Henry, doesn't have an E in it. So it's just Henry.
Is it French?
Henry.
That would be nice. Henry Stadium.
So every time I cringe, every time I hear a commentator or someone say it on the TV going, we'll see you next week at Henry Stadium. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck. Like, can you really have a great game of rugby at Henry Stadium? Who's off to Henry? I mean, I guess none of them are great. Like, what's Forsyth Bar? What's FMG? What's the only good one?
Yeah.
Do you know
FMG,
the only good one is
mind.
Eden Park, isn't it? Eden Park is
Eden
just
Park's good.
the glorious. FMG's all right. We've become used to it. I probably thought at the start that was a bit absurd too, but Henry takes the cake.
It does,
That is dumb.
Well,
sure
speaking
it's
of
lovely
new stadiums, I've kind of got this feeling that down in Christchurch, I mean, we sort of talked about this, and not their own doing. Obviously, they've been through some awful stuff over the last decade. The poor Christchurch community in Canterbury. So they've got a lot of experience dealing with emotional things and, being able to sort of rally together and really get through some tough times.
Yes.
And well, no, I'm just thinking what they might be doing this year. This is just a theory I'm spitballing because I saw a little bit of evidence of this when they said goodbye to Apollo Stadium, their temporary stadium, which served them so well, 7 titles. Did some great things in that stadium. Cody Taylor, now he's going to be the forever record-holding try scorer for Apollo Stadium, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, they stood up for Cody's 150th game. It's a little bit of like this James Slipper theory coming to roost down in Christchurch. And I'm a bit worried they're going to use this new stadium as a catalyst to clinch the title again in 2026, mate.
Oh,
I feel like this is what they're doing.
The last thing we need is,
mate, they're building.
Is to give them anything new.
You know what? I've heard through reliable sources that work at the Crusaders that they are pumping out season passes for this new stadium.
I bet they are.
Mate, there's so many people lining up for these things. And, a 30,000 seater stadium, I don't think it's going to be too hard to fill when it comes to
No, it's
finals
actually
time
just
down
the
in
right size. I mean,
Christchurch.
Christchurch is our second biggest city. They're going to be there. These people will be there for sure. And it does look flash. Some of the infrastructure in there looks bloody nice.
Like, are
so
we
people
worried?
want to go along and experience it. Mate, I'm terrified. I'm terrified that the Crusaders are going to just...
You've gone from Sky Stadium, from this big yellow beast of a stadium, the Cake Tin, You've gone from that to Henry Stadium. And these fucking Canterbury Crusaders players are going from like a makeshift Apollo, which has been a workhorse for them, has been like seen some devastating games where they've absolutely dismantled a bunch of opposition, into this huge, brand new, fucking beautiful, gorgeous stadium.
Befitting of the kings.
Befitting of the kings. The defending champions. Mate, they're going to dine out on it. They're going to die out on it.
I sort of don't like the way you're talking, mate. Because I'm afraid that you might be right.
No, but it's pissing me off because I can see it. It's like I can see exactly what's going to happen. And
they should have been banned. We shouldn't. Whose idea was it to give them a bloody new stadium?
It's bullshit.
I mean, come on. Let's let them lose a few competitions first and then give them something to G up. The earthquake was years ago. No, it is going to be amazing, and obviously, the All Blacks will get to play there, and that will be great as well. But you're right; it may just be what they need. Or, mate, can we flip it and just go? They get in there and they just start fucking things up.
Yeah,
they
it's
get
too
in there
nice.
and they don't have
It's
their
too
mojo
plush.
anymore.
Yeah,
maybe they don't
they're
understand
walking
where they are.
They're walking down the tunnel and it's like, oh god, this is pretty bougie. Maybe it puts a little bit too much pressure on the boys.
Yeah, the roof confuses them. Will Jordan puts up a bomb.
Yeah.
He looks up and he just doesn't know where to kick it. He's like, I couldn't get my bearings straight.
Yeah,
All
I couldn't
saw
see
were
the
these
stars. I couldn't see the
crossover
North Star.
beams.
Yeah.
Usually I aim it to the Southern Cross and it just goes perfectly down to 50-22. Boom. And he just couldn't make it work, couldn't make it stick. That's what we'll all be hoping happens. When is their first game there?
Well,
it's not next week.
Is it against you guys? What have we got?
Jesus, no, it's against the Waratahs.
That's right.
It's against the Waratahs in round 11.
Round 11,
well,
isn't
Paul
it?
Waratahs. Jesus.
Yeah.
Actually,
Goes
that's a
from bad to
great
worse,
game. Well scheduled by Super Rugby and whoever's responsible for that for the Crusaders, because that's a lovely, easy beat at Te Kaha, isn't it? Oh, and then we play them the week after at Henry Stadium.
Hang on. Is that the Super Rugby Super Round? Round 11?
Oh shit! That is Super Round. You're right.
It is,
Sorry, that is Super Round. Yeah.
So that's when everyone's
the
playing
that's
down
right.
there. Yeah. That's going to be a goodie.
It is. Yeah,
we're
that's
going to
be
get down
amazing.
to that. Gareth's going to try and get down to that and
try and
be a little roving
fires.
reporter on the ground, stoke some fires, spin some shit.
Stoke some fires. See how
hopefully you're off your table-topping high horse by that stage and you're a little more humble.
Well, we'll see, mate. I mean, I don't know. Anything could happen.
We will. Anything could happen between now and then.
Well,
mate, it could be even worse. You could get all 5 of these games and then you'll be fucking insufferable.
Well, mate, you're just as insufferable this weekend, to be honest. I can see the shit-eating grin on your face, and I hope the rest of you can see it, or at least hear it in Ra's voice. The Chiefs have had themselves a lovely little win at FMG. They've hosted the woeful Waratahs, and the reason he's happy is because it's a hiding, and the Waratahs are not in great form, as we know. They've been
There's 2 reasons
well
why it's good, mate. There's 2 reasons.
Okay, give me the 2 reasons, mate.
One is, I like that we have had a good game without D-Mac.
Congratulations.
Which is not, that was a little of Achilles heel for us the last couple of seasons. The whole team sort of revolved around D-Mac's success, which, I mean, he is a great player. We all know that.
He is a great player, mate.
And you know what?
Just not in the finals.
He hasn't turned up this season yet. And I'm excited for that to happen at some point, because I think we all know deep down D-Mac is too good a player to be on the fringes for the entire season. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think watch this space. I think it's going to be a lovely wee run into the end of the season for old D-Mac.
Okay. Well, I sure hope so, mate. I really do. For your sake, because, I don't know what the darkness you'll be left with after if you screw this up again.
Yeah, but mate, I think
I'm going to start thinking you need to go to therapy and see.
I'm actually at peace, mate. That's the thing. Like, I feel like we had all the hope, and I'm not like. I feel like the pressure's off.
You're not worried.
I'm not worried. No. I'm not worried.
In some ways, it's true, because everyone's just going, they'll screw it up again. So you think that's a new...
But this leads to what my second great point of this weekend, and the reason why I'm a little bit more bubbly this week. It's because everyone's talking about, all the critics, all the pundits going on about how the Chiefs are they're really rooting up this season. This is awful. They're playing so badly. All of a sudden, we're in third place, just having beaten having a couple of wins. Mate, we're fine. We're in a lovely position at this point of the season. I'm very happy with where we are. I don't really mind. And so, there's a little bit of, you put those critics in their place.
Well, you do.
Without D-Mac, without our best player.
John O'Gibbs. Yeah, it sounds a lot like what John O'Gibbs would be saying. And what else are you supposed to say except, we're fine, we're good.
No, don't
it's
panic.
Like when your partner... It's like when your partner turns to you and can see something is a little bit wrong, like something's kind of eating away at you. And in classic New Zealand male form, you just turn to her and you go, I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah,
so
fine.
I see a little bit of that here. I see a little bit of there's still a nervousness under you, but you've just had you're able to put up a lovely veil for a time because you gave the Waratahs a bloody good spanking, and some of your players really stood up.
The Tupai, and some of them have. Tupai, man, he just keeps putting his hand up.
Well, as he should, and we all hope that he will be, in an All Blacks jersey again.
He's got pace. Doubt. He's got he's very clinical. He's using rugby smarts. He's not being a dumbass. He's not just a battering ram. What she has been in previous seasons, where they would sort of use them more of a midfield hit up man, which he still gets to do because at least one of his tries this weekend was just basically barreling over a bunch of forwards to score, which he's so good at. But he's also just being smart, and he's got a good little combination there. I'm starting to warm to the Leroy Carter at centre thing as well. I don't know, mate. I know everyone's got their doubt, and it definitely is forced from injury. We definitely we're not sort of saying that it's not. It's not like that he's been given an opportunity, but he's actually got some experience at centre. Played centre for Bay of Plenty. So, I don't know. I feel maybe there's a little bit of... could be a little bit of a thing that develops over the next few weeks. He's definitely got a few more games there.
Let's hope so. Maybe it will be a beautiful blossoming of a new relationship. Maybe Dave Rennie will just select them straight off.
Well, they'll definitely get put to the test against the Hurricanes in week 10, because that's the midfield combination that's really been blossoming. So maybe we'll after another week they'll get put to the test.
I think you'll really be put to the test generally at that moment.
Yeah, generally, of course.
Which is which is what we want.
The table-topping Hurricanes, all the expectations up there, mate.
Well, and the
I feel like the pressure's off from
Chiefs, even better.
Pressure's off for the Chiefs.
I don't think it is, mate. I feel like it'll be,
mate. You've taken it all.
Equal. No, because I'll tell you what, we're both the teams, and this is where you just have to take your pants down, pull your willy out and admit it, is that we're both the teams that have fiery, great success during a season and can never finish it off. Our willy goes floppy right when it matters, right when, she's about to... So,
about to blow.
That, unfortunately, is the burden that we both bear, and I think we know it, and I think it gets us a little bit. We like to put on a brave face, mate, but it gets you, because it gets me a little bit too, because it's hard.
But it gets you more when you're the favourite going into the finals. This is why This is why I like that.
Because
we're
that's
sort of
what you
playing it
experienced
cool.
last year.
I know, and it's awful. That is the worst
Well,
feeling.
mate,
So maybe if we
It
just
is,
hang
but
back
I hope-
and we just
I
sort
hope
of like
it's-
we just sort of
well,
chill, we just chill up there, mate, and just try and like we're just gonna let's just float through the next couple rounds. We'll see how it goes. We might lose another couple of games.
The thing is, you haven't been the favourites.
No, but we were probably
you haven't been the
going into
favourites
the
every
season
year.
again. The last 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, surely the Crusaders. I mean, and mate. Well, I hope it's going to be good for you. I really
New
do.
tactics. Thank you, Jono.
Yeah, new tactics.
Get everyone else to take the limelight.
It's all right. Exactly. Deliberate,
Hey,
guys. Let's lose up front.
Tim Moifalau scored his first points in Chiefs colours this weekend, and he impressed me.
Congratulations,
It's very
Connor.
good.
Yeah.
So
Lovely,
good on
strong
him.
run.
And it's sort of like, we had this conversation before about how, he's a little whippet on the field, really. He's not a big lad.
He is.
And
He's
same
a
with
slight
someone
lad.
like Cody Vi, I reckon, is very similar in build. And would you say someone like Will Jordan might be a little bit sort of whippety as well?
I feel
He's
like
not
Will
the
Jordan's a bit
biggest lad.
stockier than those blokes. So, but he's not.
be.
No, he's not the
Yeah,
biggest.
yeah.
You're right. But he just moves somehow at the speed of light, unlike the others. Even he's just got this ability to just. Like, what about
drifts
that
into
try
space.
where he, the play where he just comes around on the outside and he like zoom? Oh fuck! It was good. You just go, how are you moving that quickly?
Because you've got D-Mac and you've got Bodie, like they're pretty slight guys as well. We've got this breed of quick kind of energetic backs that are just they're kind of little whippets. We've
And
got
then
your
we've got
big
our-
Cody,
then we've got our
you got your
biggies.
Cody, your Caleb Clarks and your Lester Fainga'anukus and your Geordies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Man,
got
I like
we've
it,
got
though.
some big stocks,
Some little whippets.
and then actually our halfback is pretty hefty. Roygaard's built like a brick shithouse. He's a big halfback. Hey, that's actually another question. Who are the halfbacks that have been impressing you over the last little bit? I thought Xavier Rowe had a good game.
Yeah, he did. Yep. I think
he was
Xavier Rose
having
pretty
some good
consistent.
play.
Yep. I mean, I just no one's really close to Cam Roygaard at the moment in terms of the halfback.
No, they're not
conversation.
quite, but it's interesting who that second spot is. Is it still Cortez? Maybe it is.
Well, but you've got
Don't know, it'll be
someone like
interesting to see
Xavier
what Rennie
Rose
thinks.
keeping Cortez on the bench at the moment. Xavier Rose had a
he's
couple
playing
more
well.
starts than Cortez, so I don't know whether that's a tactical thing to have Cortez come on in the second half. But
Could be.
I mean, it seems to be Xavier's the preferred halfback at the Chiefs at the moment. But no one else is really sticking their hand up as
Row your boat.
as a full contender. Noah Hotham was a late scratch in the weekend. He would have had a chance to have a bit of a run around against the Drua, but I don't know why he was ruled out actually. But I don't know, mate. I think it's Roygaard and probably one of those Chiefs halfbacks, and then maybe do you just throw it to Finlay again because no
Christie.
one's really put their hand up.
I mean, there's Preston on the outside.
But he's
and he got a game in a black jersey, but
but no game time at the moment.
But Finley, and Finley he's been there. I mean, he's played a lot of big games, so maybe it'll be interesting to see what Rennie thinks of all those guys. Like he doesn't really have relationships with many of them, right? So it's just that fresh start.
What do you mean by relationships? Like professional relationships?
I don't mean sexually or anything. Obviously, none of that kind of rubbish.
I didn't mean that.
No, but
I didn't mean that either.
Oh, professional relationships, mate. As in, like he's not really had any of them play. I was going to say play with him, play for him, for him, mate. Caring
like,
for
would
him.
they have gone on some like just friendship time and like maybe a couple gone to the movies or gone off to the go-karts or
excuse me. I wonder what movie he would have gone to. Hamnet.
Nah, mate. It'd be like it would have been something like
The Avengers.
Yeah, probably the Avengers or
A Marvel. A Marvel. A good
lovely
Marvel.
wee Marvel. Yeah, lovely wee Marvel.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus,
Or-
thank
or
God
maybe it
that
is
Marvel
something
stuff,
like
by the way, isn't around anymore. Jeez, that was weird. That was weird, eh?
Oh, the Marvel jerseys
Do you remember
last
the
year.
Marvel
Yeah.
stuff from last year? What was going
I
on?
don't know, mate.
What on earth was going on?
Well,
That
they
is-
might bring up something this year. Maybe there's another one.
Oh, jeez.
Another collab.
Oh, no. The collabs are interesting. Sorry.
So we've talked about the Crusaders. They're well and truly back on track. 69-26 over the Drua.
They are. The poor Drua.
Everyone played well. I don't think anyone played badly. Cody Taylor nabbed 4 tries. Lester Fainga'anuku got a hat trick. Jordan looked in devastating form as he is consistently doing so this year.
Give him a sniff.
Goodbye Apollo. Hello Te Kaha. The only thing that's given me hope is that they let 26 points in from the Drua. So there are some cracks.
There are some cracks, but that was also just the way that the open style of rugby they were prepared to play. They were going to let a few in, but man, they looked. I mean, the Drua's defence is. We all know what it's like, so it's no surprises. Beautiful night in Christchurch, running rugby. Fainga'anuku was on form. They were all good. You're right. Sevu Reece managed to get back into the frame because he's been bloody quiet.
Absolutely.
It was all great. Yeah.
Chiefs put the critics to bed to a certain extent, at least for now, until they have their next fumble.
Mate. And it was a great game. And now the tests. I think now the test for everyone begins. It's the latter half of the season, right? This is where it starts.
Yeah.
Right through to round 16 now. This is where we have to get serious.
We've got Moana and Rotorua next week, so let's hope they can get another scalp there. Just a few more points on the board. You know what we do need is some bonus points. We've got the least amount of bonus points on the table at the moment. Even though we're still sitting in third, we've only got 2 bonus points.
Well, that's right, and those. It makes a difference if you see you're still 6 points off the lead. So but maybe you want, like you say. Is there some strategy in this? Maybe you want to finish in third, because if you finish in third, who do you play?
Well, you want a home.
No,
you want a home.
Yeah, you play
semi.
fourth.
Yeah, you play fourth.
Because it's out of 6 now, right? So you play. So hang on, this is great. I always love doing this. Who would you play if it finished right now? Oh, you'd play the Brumbies,
but at home, which is good.
You play them at home, so that's good. So the Hurricanes would play the Reds at home, which would be over to Canberra fantastic. You obviously want to be top. That's great. The Blues would play the Crusaders at home. Shit, that would be a handy road if the competition was to finish right now for both our teams.
Because you'd
basically be guaranteed. You'd be guaranteed if the Blues won against if the Crusaders won, you'd still be playing them at. Yeah, you need to be in the top 3.
Yes.
Top 3, mate.
Hold on to it. Come on. But you don't want to be second.
It's exciting.
If the Hurricanes, I would love for this, for our podcast, for our listeners, I would love us to be in the final, mate. I would love it to be a Hurricanes Chiefs final.
Oh, mate, I'd love a Hurricanes Chiefs. When's the last time there was a Hurricanes Chiefs final? Has there ever been?
I don't think so.
To our listeners, Myth will know. Tom, if you're listening,
definitely
tell us when there was a Hurricanes
Benji Crossley would know as well.
Final. I can't remember there being one. I don't think there has been, mate. I mean, who have the Hurricanes been in the final with? The Crusaders
and the Highlanders.
And the Highlanders and the Lions when they won, and they don't really exist anymore. I don't think. Yeah. And you guys have been with a few, the Blues and mostly the Crusaders, unfortunately.
I'm trying to think who
the Crusaders. Our one with the Crusaders was the one in the fog. Remember that?
Yeah,
in 2006, where you couldn't even see the game. Fucking gutting.
Hey, there was a third game on this weekend, which we haven't talked about.
Was there? Okay,
and, mate. I don't know what's happened, but the Reds have fallen off the cliff. We were talking about them being in contenders, We were talking about them being contenders for the best Australian team.
Well,
they had a little bit of, they were up there on the standings. They had a few wins at the start of the season, a bit of spice.
Funny, we said that about the Tars too, even more so, and hasn't gone well.
But what's happened, mate? What's happened to the Reds?
I'm not sure. I just think they've lost a little bit of their mojo. I think they bounced off another loss last week. A heavy loss, and they haven't managed to recover from that. That's
when you expect teams to bounce back, and they've lost to the Force. This is the thing, though. Like, the Force is not... I mean, I know that, the Chiefs were pretty unconvincing beating them last week, whatever. But
we only just beat them really too. So
the Force is not a team that you at home really want to struggle against, and we definitely don't want to lose
not
it.
at beautiful Suncorp on a lovely
you
night.
You don't want to lose at 42-19. This is the thing that hurts
this
the
is
most.
the thing, and that's going to be hard to bounce back from 2 hidings now. I wonder, Les Kiss is being slated in the media.
Yeah.
People are calling for his head, and I was seeing all these articles and all these things, and then all I could think about was I want to give Les a call and go, Les, Scott Robertson won 7 Super Rugby titles, and we still got rid of him as All Blacks coach. So keep your head up, mate.
Keep your head up.
Because really, you have a lot. There's a lot worse that you could do. You could do a million times better and still get ousted.
Well,
so I feel for Les.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to turn this team around, surely.
And I'm sure he will. But I mean, his international form. I don't think the Super Rugby. His Super Rugby form has any real bearing on what he's going to be like in international time, because clearly for Razor it was a complete misnomer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Completely different thing.
Different kettle of fish.
Poor Les. I mean, he seems, that's tough for the Reds, because we want the Aussie teams to be good aside from the Brumbies, don't we? We want a little competition. Hey, mate, just quietly though, and I hope the Reds are listening, there is one team that they do extremely well against.
Who? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just a team from the Waikato.
Well,
that just happens to be
we were looking at when these two teams are facing off, and again, mate, like they always set it as a fucking Queensland home game. So we're off to Suncorp in round 13.
Pretty sure you lost them at home once, though.
Oh, mate, but travelling there is worse. They are the bogey team. So I mean, that's one
team,
game that we can.
Funny.
Yeah, but I don't know why. It's
just
obviously
weird.
a mental thing these days.
It's so funny.
You know what I hope? I hope it's like Luke Jacobson's 100th game in the Chiefs or something, so we can use a celebration tactic. Yeah, we need some sort of celebration.
Yeah. Actually,
let's make one up.
Let's make one up. And, for the Reds, that probably goes to them too. Maybe that's what they're in need of to get their season back on track, is a couple of Brumbies, leaps out of the Brumbies book, and just try and get a celebration. Like, is there someone in there coming up for a milestone?
Mate, if we keep going like this, it's going to be every game. There's going to be some fucking celebration and some aftermatch. Like, they're going to... The money they're going to be spending on these after-match functions is through the roof. Like, who's footing the bill for that? Is that the NZRU? Is that the teams themselves, Is James Slipper actually investing in this team by sponsoring his celebration after-match functions?
They've actually had to ask him.
Yeah.
Look, at first they were footing the bill.
James, mate, we got the last couple. We're just wondering if you wouldn't mind just chucking a few quid and... just to help us out with this one.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, I've got these old travellers checks. Can I at least put on some sausage rolls? I'll go down. I'll get a couple of Allison Holts.
Put on some sausage rolls, and you know what? I've got a couple of James Slipper lager kegs in my backyard in my bar at home, so I'll bring them in for the bar. We'll hook them up. Slips lager up the brum.
Slips lager.
Slip it in.
Up the brum.
Up the brum. Slip it in. Slips lager.
Marks on the bottom. Slip it in. Up the brum. All the best to every other Australian team. But yeah, the Reds need something. I don't know whether it's like Harry Wilson's dog died and he got a new puppy, or I don't know, Tate McDermott's come out of the closet, whatever it is. Someone needs to.
How desperate does it get?
They don't have any real milestones. They just got to make shit up like that. They're like, well, so what's plausible?
Hey, Harry Wilson's cousin's neighbour's auntie passed away this week on Wednesday.
She was a massive
Reds fan, and what was her name again? Helen.
Oh, yeah,
Helen.
Helena,
yeah, it was Helen. Helena.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helena Wilson.
She's not related,
but sort of by the same. Oh, she's not related.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the.
It's the neighbour's cousin's auntie.
It's the neighbour's cousin's auntie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just go, but honestly, she had the Reds jerseys and pictures with Harry up on the wall, and this would mean everything to her, boys. So let's go out and
also Les Kiss's mechanic
13.
he's had for 10 years has just had a heart attack. So we're really thinking about him in hospital. You know, yeah.
just passed away again.
Oh, Reds. But yeah, hopefully they can end the season with a little more under Les Kiss's leadership. Yeah, fingers crossed, boys. Fingers crossed for everyone.
I'm sure they will, but it's not going well, and the Kiwi teams are just heading into gear now. So it's looking, it's looking very yummy. I think we're probably going to see a top 5. I think it's going to be 5 Kiwi teams and the Brumbies.
You reckon
Safe
the Highlanders are
now?
going to make it?
Absolutely not.
So you mean
because they won't make it past. They won't make it past. That's right. I said the 5
we need
Kiwi
2.
teams. Oh, sorry, 4. What did I say?
Well, you got 4. So if you're saying the Highlanders and Moana aren't going to make it, right? Because Moana's bottom of the table. I don't see them having that big a comeback. So I'm going Hurricanes, Crusaders, Chiefs, Blues, and I'm going Brumbies, and I'm probably going to put my money on the Reds to hold that. Or maybe it is
You
the
reckon the
Highlanders.
Reds will have the comeback?
It'll be the Reds or
Maybe
the Highlanders.
it is the Highlanders. Nah, I reckon you might be right. Let's back the Reds to make a comeback. They're gonna, because of what we've just talked about. They're gonna hit their straps with a few fake celebrations and ride on home.
Well, looking forward to next week. It doesn't get easier for the Highlanders. They have the Brumbies down at Forsyth, which it's a gettable win. You know, the Brumbies lost to the Force just like the Reds did last week. So maybe the Highlanders have got a chance of pipping them. Are you going Highlanders or Brumbies on that one, mate?
I'm going to go Brumbies for sure. I think the Brumbies are in too good a form for the Highlanders, but yeah. That's what I'm going to pick.
Okay,
I'm
going to go
pick
Highlanders.
you guys.
I'm going to go Highlanders.
Okay,
yeah, and I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I'm going to pick the Chiefs because the main reason is because it's going to realistically be a home game for the Chiefs. Being in Rotorua, it's part of the Bay of Plenty.
I don't think
it would matter either. But it was supposed to be in Tonga, that game. Which it would have been nice to have that trip up there.
It's a shame.
Second year in a row that's failed, that plan. So
I know.
Hopefully they can sort some shit out.
Funding, they need to sort it out. Someone needs to put some money in.
Drua, Western Force, I mean, it's not a game that piques all the interest in the world, but I'm
going to pick the Drua.
The Drua's going to take that because it's another home game for them. We all know how hard they are to beat.
Park. Churchill Park, they love it. And the Force, they can be up and down, so yep. The big game.
The big game of the round. Hurricanes Blues. Down in Wellington. At Henry.
Henry Stadium.
Yeah, I mean,
who do you
first
think,
versus
mate?
Second? I think the home advantage is going to be a key facet for this.
I hope so.
And what I actually think is going to happen against all odds is that the Wellingtonians are going to show up. And I feel like it's going to be one of those games that everyone gets to. And it's going to be a big...
better.
It's going to be a big
you're holding out too much hope, mate.
route. I think if you get
a route it will not be. But
if you get more than
15,000
in attendance, it's yours, mate. That's what you have to do. You have to ring around.
On Wellington.
You have to ring around.
Maybe they should give them a free. You know what they should do is give them free Henry subscriptions, free accounting for a year for sole traders.
You reckon that's going to get people in to watch the rugby?
Probably in Wellington, it probably is.
I reckon give them a free beer.
Self-employed.
Give them a free beer. They'll be more keen to go, mate.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm picking the Canes, of course, to get up over the Blues at Henry, and then we've got the Reds playing the other Red team in Suncorp again. I think the Crusaders are going to be too strong based on what we're seeing at the moment. So
yeah, and I think there's a bit of momentum there. Oh yeah, that's going to be good.
Oh, it's going to be good.
All right. Well,
some great
round
games
9
coming
on
up.
the way. We're looking forward to a lovely run home on the second half of the season. We're at the pinnacle of the peak of the Super Rugby season, and we're down the other side now.
Yes.
We're on a little run
Now it
into the
really
finals.
starts
Now
heating
it
up.
really starts heating up, especially for them Canes. They've got a big old run. Mate, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, mate, I just look forward to, in 2 weeks' time, to playing the Chiefs. That really is, for me, the pinnacle
it's going to be a
of the
big
season.
game. It's going to be
It's
great.
going to be amazing. And we really should watch it together. Do a watch party.
Fuck yeah. Let's do
all
it.
right. Thanks for listening. Tune in
Hooroo,
next week,
everyone.
and for some big old victories.
Super Smack.